Hello, this is my review on the Spider-Man trilogy, excuse me, with Tom Holland's Spider-Man and Maguire's Spider-Man. I'm reviewing both trilogies. I give both trilogies, all three movies in both franchise of Spider-Man, for the Homecoming series and also the original Spider-Man series with Maguire. And so I give all of them a 0 out of 10. Tom Holland is just not a good Spider-Man like he is a Peter Parker. Like the half Peter Parker person, he does a fairly okay job playing uh in the trilogy, but he doesn't really place the Spider-Man half well. You know, the one that we finally got was thanks Andrew portrayal. Like that we see in the comics. The Spider-Man have that, like Spider-Man puts on this persona, the Spider-Man half, and we see this different half of him that's more funny, cocky, arrogant, reckless, and pretty heroic, and kind of a jerk, and also never shuts up type. That's this person we see Spider-Man put on in the comics, and we finally got to see that Andrew Garfield play that Spider-Man. I was kind of hoping that Tom's Spider-Man would be even being a more faithful adaptation of Spider-Man from the comics. I hope we were going to get like a kind of a. I kind of hope we were going to get the because I always like I think I just is that's all what I was thinking for the time. Then I saw Tom's standalone movie and his appearance in Civil War, and he still lacked was lacking the Spider-Man insults that Spider-Man would throw to his villains when he goes up against people. Which made sense because he's like fighting heroes in the Avengers movie of Avengers Civil War. So that makes sense. It's going to rain out. It feels like it's raining out. Oh, it's starting to, so I'm going to go inside in my garage and take the review then there, okay? So, my problem with Tom Holland's Spider-Man is that he feels too similar to Maguire's Spider-Man and less similar to Spider-Man from the comics when it comes to his Spider-Man persona. And which is the only one I actually took on that persona in live action I felt was really captured, that was Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. Ever was the only one that brought that persona to life. I don't know why. The other ones didn't do that. It's just like I felt like I was cheated out. Because this was someone who was like more of a fan of the Spider-Man cartoons, Spider-Man comics, before seeing the 2002 Spider-Man movie. And the thing is, it's a stupid fly. And the thing is, I'm tired that this Spider-Man character keeps letting me down and can't stop his movies from being shit. There's every Spider-Man movie that Maguire and Tom has put out. Which is what I'm saying. I only like Andrew's Spider-Man. And that's what, and I talked about that in my last video on. I talked about that in my view on the Amazing Spider-Man movies. Why I like Andrew's Spider-Man so much. So, one of my other thoughts on that. Let's check out my other video on the Amazing Spider-Man movies. The last uh, one I made. About Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. And I give Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man movies a 10 out of 10 when I review them. In my last video on review, and that's why I still think on them. And I think the other Spider movies with Maguire and Tom, all three of their movies, suck. And even on entertaining bad level, I find The Last Airbender from 2010 was in live action that directed by M. Night Shyamalan, and I think written by him. It might have been produced by him also. And was a better movie on the entertaining level of perspective for watching a movie that's so good it's bad. If you want to watch a film that you know is bad, but you want to punish yourself, I think that's my definition of so good is bad. Is that what it means? Is what I think. If 2010's The Last Airbender movie is a better movie than Maguire's Spider-Man trilogy and Tom Holland's Spider-Man trilogy that's released in the MCU canon. And I'm not looking forward to Spider-Man 4 with Tom Holland if that happens. And I asked why I give all Spider-Man movies I reviewed in this video with Tom Maguire, a 0 out of 10. It sucks like the last Airbender movie sucks. To me. Is that worthless a mistake of to make these movies into franchise? These Spider-Man movies with Tom and Tobey Maguire. The Tom and Maguire franchise sucked. I give both a 0 out of 10. I give The Amazing Spider-Man with Tom Holland's a 0 out of 10. Tom Holland's Amazing Spider-Man run with his Homecoming franchise gets a 0 out of 10. The original Spider-Man movies with Tobey Maguire gets a 0 out of 10. I found also their performance as Peter Parker is not bad with Tom Holland one, but Spider-Man sucks. I thought Persona sucked. It's not interesting. No, not much difference. It's my same problem with Maguire's Spider-Man persona. There's not much difference when he puts on a Spider-Man persona. So his Spider-Man persona sucks also. Maguire's, I thought. And I think as these movies are just boring movies, like the worst case of an M. Night Shyamalan film that you could see, like The Last Airbender or Lady in the Water level of quality rating, is what I think how good these Spider-Man movies with Tom and Tobey Maguire are for both of their runs of Spider-Man. Suck. 0 out of 10. These movies can go fuck themselves. I fucking hate these movies. And I hate the fan base that created those movies made. Because most of them are just sound like so crazy. And stupid. Liking these. I just think that I don't know why people like these movies. I can't understand it. It's something I can comprehend because I wanted to cover. I don't know why people like Maguire's and Tom's Spider-Man really outside of the special effects and action they can do. This I don't know why how they could like Spider-Man in their versions of Spider-Man suck. They're just not engaging as Spider-Man or as Peter Parker's Spider-Man. This sucks when it's being played by Tom or whenever it's being played by Maguire. They felt like they're miscasted for the Spider-Man role crowd Peter Parker's kind. You know, it's just like the worst kind. It just felt like, when Matthew Broderick's Inspector Gadget, the movie, how bad he was in it. That's how the movie let me down when it came to me for probably how most people felt like with Matthew Broderick's Inspector Gadget. Personally, I thought that movie was a better movie than the Spider-Man movies with Tom and with Maguire. With Matthew Broderick's Inspector Gadget. I think that's a better movie, a classic in comparison for a movie. I thought that was a better movie made by Disney than the most Spider-Man movies made by Disney starring Tom Holland's Spider-Man movies. This sucked. That bad, I thought. I think that's enough said why I give these movies a 0 out of 10 with Maguire's and with Tom Holland's Spider-Man. Get a 0 out of 10. Goodbye, and subscribe. Hit the bell, and then hit the subscribe button in that order. And then hit the thumbs up if you like my video. Goodbye. And I'm going to stop recording now.